Hi everyone, we're going to graph the constant function and state all this information about the constant function here. Alright, so you might want to write this down if you don't have it already. Basically, just recall what this really is. This is really y equals 0x plus b. So basically, when you're doing a table of values, when you plug in, say, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, you still get b. So, because the slope is 0. Now, for graphing this, if you're having problems with the b part, what I suggest you do, and it's just changing this to a 3, if that helps you out. That means this b would equal 3 here. And then we can state the information about this. So, let's look at it. This is y equals b, but we're at 3 here, so we can just say this is y equals 3, if you want to get a general idea. The domain is all real numbers. You can look here. We can put any numbers here. So the domain is all real numbers. Okay, the range, though, is y equals b, or 3 in this case, but we'll just put y equals b, because it's always going to be at b, whatever the b is. We could be at 5, 6, 7, 8. All right? There are no x-intercepts. There's no zeros. Where is y positive and where is y negative? Well, it just depends on where you have your b. So if b is in quadrant 1 and 2, then y is positive. And if it's negative, then it'd be there. So I don't really think f and g pertain to this so much. Where is y increasing? It's not increasing at all, and it's not decreasing at all. So that's a not applicable type thing. The symmetry, it's symmetric to the y-axis, because you can fold it on the y here, and it matches up. So this is an even function, so it's symmetric to the y. So it's an even function. Okay? And we're going to just look at this here. Is it 1-to-1? No, it's not 1-to-1, because it fails the horizontal test at every point here. It's not 1-to-1. Okay, so but on the inverse, let's talk about the inverse function. So basically, let me graph y equals 3. Now, this was really y equals 0x plus 3. And we had some table of values here. Let me put them over here. And we had -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And we're going to just say this is always going to be 3. So when you switch the x and the y, you're going to get 3, 3, 3, 3, and you get -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, which is basically this function. It's not a function, so that's the issue. So basically, this would be x equals 3. So, but it's not a function. So when I went over here, go back to here, and I said this is not 1-to-1, that means we don't have an inverse. So there's no inverse at all. I just wanted to graph, switching the x and y's. This right here is not a function because it fails the vertical line test. Okay? Now, to shift this, our standard form would be y equals, let's see, 0x minus h plus k. And then basically the only thing you can do with this is you can't shift it left and right, but we could shift it up. So if we have y equals 3, we could shift it up by 2. If we shift it up by 2, that would be y equals 5. So it really doesn't say much for that. But you can't do a horizontal shift because it would just be the same line. Alright, that's all of this one. The next one's going to be your linear function. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.